The story of the Second World War begins not in 1939, but in 1919. The Treaty of Versailles ended the First World War, but it planted the seeds for the next conflict. Germany was punished harshly. Its army was limited, its economy burdened with reparations, and its people left humiliated. Many Germans called the treaty a Diktat, a dictated peace. In the 1920s and 1930s, political storms swept the world. Fascism rose in Italy under Mussolini. Militarism grew in Japan, which invaded Manchuria in 1931. And in Germany, Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party promised revenge, racial purity, and expansion. Hitler rose to power in 1933, and quickly transformed Germany into a dictatorship. He rearmed the nation, defied Versailles, and began to test the patience of Europe. In March 1938, Hitler annexed Austria in the Anschluss. Later that year, he demanded the Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia. Britain and France, desperate to avoid war, gave in at Munich. Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain returned home declaring peace for our time. But Hitler wanted more. In March 1939, he seized the rest of Czechoslovakia. In August, Hitler shocked the world by signing a pact with Joseph Stalin. Publicly, it was a non-aggression treaty. Secretly, it divided Poland and Eastern Europe between them. On September 1, 1939, Germany invaded Poland. 2 days later, Britain and France declared war. World War II had begun. Poland fell in weeks, crushed by Germany from the west and the Soviet Union from the east. Then came the phony war, a strange calm in the west. But in April 1940, Germany struck. Denmark and Norway were invaded. In May, Hitler launched blitzkrieg against France. German tanks bypassed the Maginot Line and cut through Belgium. The British Expeditionary Force was trapped at Dunkirk, but in a daring evacuation, over 300,000 soldiers escaped across the Channel. France surrendered in June. Only Britain remained. Hitler prepared an invasion, but first he had to defeat the Royal Air Force. The Battle of Britain raged in the skies that summer. For the first time, Hitler was stopped. Churchill declared, "Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few." In 1941, the war expanded dramatically. In April, Germany invaded Yugoslavia and Greece. Then, on June 22, Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa, the largest invasion in history, against the Soviet Union. Millions of German troops crossed the frontier, sweeping deep into Soviet territory. At first, they advanced rapidly, but as winter came, the offensive stalled outside Moscow. Meanwhile, across the world, Japan prepared a bold strike. On December 7, 1941, Japanese aircraft attacked the U.S. Pacific Fleet at Pearl Harbor. America declared war on Japan, and days later, Germany declared war on the United States. The conflict had now become truly global. The year 1942 was decisive. In the Pacific, the U.S. Navy won a stunning victory at Midway, sinking 4 Japanese aircraft carriers. It turned the tide in the Pacific. In North Africa, British forces under Montgomery and American troops under Eisenhower pushed back Rommel's Afrika Korps. On the Eastern Front, the Battle of Stalingrad became a symbol of resistance. After months of brutal fighting, the Red Army encircled and destroyed Germany's Sixth Army. In 1943, at Kursk, the Soviets launched the largest tank battle in history and gained the upper hand. In 1944, the Allies struck back in Europe. On June 6, D-Day, the largest amphibious invasion in history, began. Over 150,000 Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy. Paris was liberated in August. Meanwhile, the Soviets pushed westward, liberating Ukraine, Belarus, and Poland. The Red Army reached the gates of Warsaw. In December, Hitler launched one last desperate offensive in the Ardennes, the Battle of the Bulge. It failed, leaving Germany broken. In 1945, Germany faced collapse. The Soviets smashed into Berlin. On April 30, Adolf Hitler committed suicide in his bunker. On May 8, Germany surrendered. But the war raged on in the Pacific. The U.S. captured Iwo Jima and Okinawa, facing fierce Japanese resistance. To avoid a bloody invasion of Japan, the United States dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August. Days later, Japan surrendered. World War II was over. Beyond the battles, World War II revealed horrors beyond imagination. The Holocaust claimed 6 million Jewish lives, along with millions of others deemed undesirable by the Nazi regime. When Allied forces liberated the camps, they uncovered scenes of unimaginable suffering. The war cost over 70 million lives worldwide. Cities lay in ruins. Borders shifted. The United Nations was founded in hopes of preventing future wars. But a new conflict, the Cold War, soon divided the world. World War II remains the deadliest conflict in human history. It reshaped nations, destroyed empires, and serves as a warning of the costs of tyranny and unchecked aggression.